Well, first of all, thank you all for taking your time to attend this meeting. I really appreciate that and for your interest. Right now, I am going to distribute some files relating to graphic design program. So I'm going to upload the file on the chat. So please give me a moment. I have it. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'm uploading the first file. The first file is called navigating gdc.pdf. And oh, the other one. The next file is called art track 3 PDF. And the last file I'm going to upload is the file I have already attached to the email announcing this meeting. But just in case, I want to upload that file as well. So I uploaded the third file. If you could download them all, that would be great for you to follow with what I'm gonna speak. Oh. So I want you to open the last file.
Oh.
So I'm gonna share my screen. So this is one of the assignments you have to do to apply for the graphic design program. So I also wanted to let you know where to go to upload your application. This is a website, https://apply.rfu.umd.edu. I'll put this on the chat, but right now the application is not open. So even if you log into website, you log into this particular website, you can't upload anything right now, just to let you know. But I wanted to, know where to apply. Let me put this in the chat. Application portal site. So that's the application portal site where you will upload expressive typography and essays and portfolio pieces. Actually, let me check. I think that wasn't the PDF document I attached when I was letting you all know about this meeting, I believe. So I need to make sure that. Excuse me. There was sent. There, I found the one that you need to know. Desktop. I apologize for the confusion. Desktop. Actually, I'm going to upload this on the chat window. So the last file I uploaded, that was the one I attached to the email announcing this meeting, applying info 2021.pdf. And I'm gonna share that on the screen. So if you could open that last PDF to follow me, that would be great. So eligibility is you must be an art studio major and have minimum of GPA of 3.0. And you have already taken Art 100, Art 110, Art 150, Art 200, Art 210, and Art 255. And if any of you don't have GPA 3.0, you have to notify me when you are applying. And one of the requirements for you to apply, as a part of application, you must upload your transcript too. So, but even still, you should notify me personally about that. And so, suppose you meet these eligibility, what you have to do to apply is when the website I just showed you, after you apply site, you need to upload portfolio. And you can upload 10 to 12 single image files, artwork, design work, that any work that demonstrate these ability to draw the figure, ability to render form 3-dimensionally, ability to draw in proportion and scale, ability to draw in proper perspective, competence in design, composition, and attributes of color. Someone's coming. And the competence in creative software. So any portfolio pieces that show these ability, you can upload. And if you are not sure to include, then include. Like, if you don't have 12 images, then you do not have to upload 12. But if you have more than 12, then upload up to 12. If you are not sure about it, then just include it up to 12. And you can read about this. The portfolio images have to be all JPEG files. And if you do not have any portfolio pieces to show like ability to draw figures or like any of these, that's okay. Show what you can do. Your portfolio pieces does not have to cover all of these abilities, but at least a few, at least. And then you have to
like music, physics, and stuff, so that when I
okay. By the way, I am recording this meeting, so if you have a class, you can focus on the class. Anyway, so the first assignment, the first thing you have to upload to the application portal is portfolio. The second thing you have to upload is expressive typography assignment, which I uploaded on the chat. I think second last file I uploaded on the chat is expressive typography assignment, which is this handout. And if you missed these files, don't worry. I will send all the files I'm sharing on the meeting when I send out the recorded video meeting by email. So no sweat. So the second thing you have to upload to the application portfolio is this expressive typography. This year, the selection of words are delicate, solace, poignant, fanatic, disillusion. So you can just choose one of these words. You don't have to do all, just one. Pick one word that you like most. And then you create typography design, typography art using that one word in 5 different ways. And you can read this on your own, but the examples are, excuse me, on the second page. So this applicant picked the word vibrate and then created 4 different design. You will be creating five design. And then the second example on the third page is this applicant has chosen the word broken and then created 4 different design. Anyhow, that's the second thing you have to upload to the application portfolio. And I mean application portal site, excuse me. And then the third requirement, the third thing you have to upload to the application portal is essay requirement. So like you have to write an essay 450 to 500 words. And the topic of your essay should be graphic design, also known as communication design. And how you perceive it, like what you think of it, you know, and also like describe a specific example of how graphic design has influenced you or someone you know. So with this kind of topic, write 450 to 500 words. And the last stuff you have to upload to the application portal is, of course, transcript. Submit an official transcript of your completed coursework from each college or university you have attended. The reason why it says each college or university is that some of you have transferred from other college or other school or community college to here. In that case, you have to upload other schools' transcript as well as your UMD transcript. And you know, this is the application portal. And you can click this and go to the application portal. However, right now, the application for graphic design concentration is not yet open. So even if you log in, there's no submission portal that you can upload anything. So I wanted to, you know, let you know that this application portal will not open until Monday, March 1st, 2021. So on Monday, March 1st, 2021, you should go to this website again, and that's when you can start uploading all the materials needed for the application, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 material. You have to upload 4 stuff. First is portfolio, your portfolio, 10 to 12 JPEG images of your portfolio. Second material you need is expressive typography assignment. That's, you know, you have the PDF that has detail about that. The third material you have to upload on the application portal is essay. The fourth material you have to upload is transcript, your transcript. So that is all. And the deadline of you uploading all those 4 materials is 5 p.m. Monday, March 8th. So you have 1 week to adjust your application and work on it. And all application will be reviewed, you know, in a timely manner, and you will be notified as you proceed to the second round of review. So, so far, do you have any questions? About anything I talked about?
I had a question.
Yes.
So for the eligibility in the first section,
Yes.
I was wondering, is it okay still to be able to be applying if, say, like I changed my major to studio art like towards the end of my freshman year, and I wanted to, like, I'm still taking some of those foundation courses. Like I'm currently taking 2 of them, and I plan to, like, I intend on taking 255 next semester. Would I still be eligible to apply?
Well, I'm gonna get into that soon about that. That's a great, wonderful question. I will answer to you just in a minute. But that's a great question, and I want to bring your attention to this. So people should not get into graphic design program if they have not completed or currently be enrolled in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 courses. the reason why I am saying that is I recently had a graduating senior graphic design student who did not complete these 2 courses, and I don't even know how she got in the program, and I did not let her in the program. And like, I was like, why? Like, you know, I don't know what happened, but you should all have completed or currently taking these classes. I mean, you know, if you have not completed. And to answer your question, I'm gonna open another file I sent you because that's easier for me to explain that. Excuse me, I am opening this file. So the first file or second file I uploaded on the chat is this file. So I'd say, like, if you have, to answer your question, if you haven't declared your major as a studio art, like, you might not even have these benchmarks. But you should, my answer to you is you should have completed these, or you are currently taking those classes. And if you haven't, I'd say if you have plans to like finish these courses in summer, like summer 2021 or in fall 2021, by that time, if you are able to 100% able to complete these classes, maybe you can apply. But if you are nowhere close to be able to complete these classes in less than a year, I ask you to wait for another year to apply for this program.
Yeah, my situation was just I already completed all the benchmark 1. I completed 100, 110, and 150. And then I am currently taking 200 and 210, which I hopefully I'll pass this semester, but then I would plan on taking 255 in the fall. So it would just be that one class.
So if you have only just one course you haven't taken, I will allow you to, yes, apply. Sure, please apply. If it's like only one course, then you guys can apply still. But you have to make sure in the first semester, within the first semester of getting into a graphic design program, you must finish these classes that you should have completed before getting into the program, because that's gonna cause problem later. And I don't wanna make exception, like too much exception. Because like once I start doing academic advising, like, I mean, for me, like my job is to make sure all the graphic design electives and requirements are met. And, you know, I mean, I now know I have to go back to everyone's transcript from freshman and sophomore years, but that will be challenging. So please, you know, complete these. And if you are nowhere close to completing this, if it's only one class missing, I will allow you to apply. But if you are missing more than one course, you have to apply next year. Sorry about that, but that's the rule. Other than the question, does anyone have any question so far about anything I talked about?
I have a question.
Yes.
When is the decision made as to your entry into the program?
The decision will be made by the latest mid-April.
Okay.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm a freshman, so I'm just here to get information because I'm
That's
probably
wonderful.
I'm probably going to apply, but
Yes.
I see it says for fall 2022. Is that supposed to say fall 2021?
Oh,
That
yes,
just scared
you
me
are
a little
right.
bit. 'cause I
yes,
wasn't
you are
sure
right. I'm
if
very,
I should
very
be
sorry for
applying
the
early.
confusion.
All good.
Yes.
That I just
It
wanted
is
to make
good
sure.
say,
Thank you.
Yeah, 2021. I'm very sorry for the typo. Anything else?
Yes, I have a question. Is there a limit to how many people will be allowed in the program?
Yes, there is a limit.
What's the limit?
About 20, but I will inquire the chair how many I am allowed to let in. But traditionally, it's been 20 students. So probably you can expect it's about 20 students. But I will make sure, double check with the chair.
How many people usually apply?
Depends on the year, but I'd say so far, I think I have observed about 30 students apply. About 30 students apply. That's my observation. Anything else? Okay. So I wanted to also let you know that the first file I uploaded on the chat, it's this kind of brochure, the digital brochure about the program. So please check your transcript, like the courses you have taken or you are taking now to see all these courses are put away. Like I said before, if it's only one class missing that you have not completed from benchmarks, then I will allow you to apply in the program. But this will help you to have a overall view of the program and what courses you are required to take when you choose to have concentration in graphic design. Excuse me. And I also wanna show that second PDF I uploaded on the chat. Just give me a moment. Yeah. So I believe the second file I uploaded on the chat is this. The second page is more important. College of Arts and Humanity. So to be sure what classes you completed, it's good for you to take your time to see these, excuse me, it got selected here. You don't have to worry about right column, the major requirement, and like all these, no, this, it does, sorry. Excuse me. Please forgive me. You don't have to, what I was gonna say was, you don't have to worry about graphic design concentration classes. You should not have taken, any of you have never taken these courses, that's good. What I'm saying is, it's general education requirement and major requirement. It will help you to find out where you stand in your degree progress if you write down the semester you have taken these courses before you apply, if you are not sure about where you stand in your degree progress. So that's why I shared that first PDF. And this academic check sheet will be also helpful. But I think second page will be even more helpful for you to write down what semester what course you have taken and you are taking. Anyhow, for application for graphic design, I wanted to tell you that if you pass the first round, there will be interview. Like the second round of review for your application is that you will have interview over Zoom. And for that to happen, I will send you a schedule preference, like when you will be available for interview, and you can, try to select the time that works for you. So, you don't have to worry about that. You will get that information once you pass the first round of application. I'm checking the chat right now. Just in case if someone has posted any question. And Sean's question, I think I answered his question already. That if you have not completed like one course yet, then you can still apply for the graphic design program. And if you are currently taking those classes, yes, you can certainly apply for the program. Anyone else have any questions about anything now? I pretty much went through all the materials we are going to provide.
Ryako, excuse me, it's Emily. There is a question in the chat.
Oh, yes, I checked.
There's a new one.
A new one. Okay, thank you so much.
Sure.
So Catherine's question, do you have any recommendation for improving our chances of getting into the program? Yes, I would say that portfolio is quite important. And this year, I added this one criteria here, competence in creative software. So it's, I want you to definitely include fine art portfolio, because, you want to show ability to show these, you want to demonstrate these abilities, but at the same time, it's good for you to show your competence in creative software. You want to show that you are not completely illiterate in digital software. Because if you are completely illiterate digitally, I think it's a little bit hard to keep up with the course material. So there's something you might want to show that it's been done digitally, not only by like manually and by hand, if that makes sense. And also, if you want to, improve your chances of getting into the program, you can show variety of subject in your portfolio pieces, not only just people. Okay, hold on, someone's coming in. Not only just people, or not only animals, not only scenery, not only all abstract, but you can, show some variety. I'm also going to the next question. Abdul's question. If someone has an associate degree, do they still have to take the benchmark courses? If you have taken classes in other schools that's equivalent of benchmark courses, I believe you can transfer the credit from other institution to UMD. Is that right, Emily?
Yes. Wait, am I muted?
Oh, no, you are not muted. I hear you.
I have my dogs here. I just want them to bark. That is correct. So transfer credits, I mean, I've met with a lot of these students. So if you guys have questions, you can contact me. But yes, transfer credits work. Anything with the equivalency of 100, 110, 150, 200, 250, 210, and 255. Those are all transferable.
Okay.
And the additional 2 art history courses, but that's, yeah, separate.
Okay.
Mhm.
Before I go to the next question, Brendan, thank you for attending this meeting. Some student asked how many people get in, and I told them I will make sure with you how many students get in. How many people are you thinking of? Whatever you say, I will do. Like the number.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I think typically, historically, that's been 20 per year. So I
Okay.
think that's probably where we'll be. So that,
Okay.
yeah, I would say, yeah, absolutely. That target of 20 per year is sort of where the program's always been. So it makes sense to kind of stay at that level. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Brendan.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Thank you. So, so to answer, the students' question earlier, how many students get in? It's 20. It's about 20. And so I got new question on the chat. Hold on, I got shrink this. In regards to competency to creative softwares, is there a preference? I am currently taking the R255 course, but I use Procreate to draw my digital designs. No, there's no preference to what software, what creative software you have to be proficient with. Any digital, any creative software will be fine, because the tendency many people have is that once they learn how to use creative software, they kind of develop the skill to learn new software in the same manner they learned the other software they already know. And also Adobe Creative software are like very similar, the shortcut same, and how menus are organized the same. So if you are proficient with one of them, or even if you are familiar with a software that's outside of Adobe Creative Cloud, that's fine too. Software, it's a tool. So my answer is that Procreate is fine if you want to show that. Or if anyone want to show your proficiency with any creative software, that's fine. I'm not asking for a specific software. Anyone else? Does anyone have any questions about anything?
I believe that you missed a question in the chat from Christina.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you. Because I'm looking at so many screen, I often miss the chat. Oh, Christina. Oh, yes. If you have applied before you've completed 1 or 2 of the required classes, will your application be held for the next round? Or will it be scrapped and asked to reapply? That's a good question. You have to reapply, unfortunately. So yes, if you have applied before, your previous application was not kept in the system. So you have to reapply from scratch, unfortunately. Okay, Naomi's question on the chat, it says, I heard that sophomores applying get preference. Is that correct? I don't know if I'm interpreting your question right, but does it mean that sophomores get accepted more than freshmen? I mean, is that what you mean, Naomi?
Yeah, like because sophomores only have 2 years left, and that would be like their one time applying. Do sophomores get more like seniority over freshmen who apply and get 2 chances?
Compared to freshmen, more sophomores might get in, not because of the preference, because sophomores have completed, like more sophomore have completed these requirement courses, Art 100, Art 110, Art 150, Art 200, Art 210, and Art 255.
Okay.
So even if you are a freshman and if you have completed all these courses, you are missing only one course or something so that you can apply, then even if you are a freshman, you can apply and you might get in. But people who have not completed these classes, you know, shouldn't apply. They should wait for another year to, you know, complete these courses. But like I said, if you are missing only one course that you have not completed or taking it currently, then I will allow you to apply for the program, but you have to prove that you are going to complete all these classes within the first semester after you get into graphic design program. So yeah, I hope I answered your question well. So I'm going to go to Madison's question. Will sophomores that do not get in during this round have another opportunity to apply? Yes, they do. So people have applied for graphic design program, whether they are whether they are junior or senior. All kinds of students have applied. So this will not be your last chance if you want to get in. You just have, if you didn't get in this year, you just have to wait for another year. Does that make sense? Okay, any other questions?
To go off of Madison's question,
Yes,
if you don't get in as a sophomore,
yes.
after that, when you apply as a junior, will you have to like take an extra year of classes because you might be behind or something?
Yes, you will have to take classes for that whole year you are waiting to apply again.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And to add off of that, would you be allowed to, like, if you get accepted maybe junior year, are you allowed for your for your senior year,
Mhm.
would you be allowed to like cram the classes, the graphic design classes, so then you graduate on time?
Typically, no, that has never been done. No student has done that. So you have to take 2 years to complete your concentration, unfortunately.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
Rieko?
Yes.
It's Emily. I think it's important to let students know, because I reiterate this a lot.
Yes.
Advisor is that students are not allowed to take the graphic design courses unless you're in the program. They're restricted.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
I just think it's important for students to know that the graphic design courses are restricted to students in the concentration, and that they're not available otherwise.
Yes, that's right, Professor Konova. Thank you. Yes, all the graphic design courses are by permission only. A few advisor says like BPO classes by permission only. So if you don't get into the program, you are not allowed to take any courses that's under graphic design. Like for example, oops, sorry. Sorry. So on this sheet, I distributed on the chat. Any classes that appears here under graphic design concentration, all these classes, you cannot take these classes unless you have gotten into the program. So Madison's question, I will send you all the files I uploaded on the chat by email. After this meeting's over, I know some of you came in late or something and didn't get the files I uploaded on the chat. I will send all those files by email in the same way I announced this meeting, happening today. So you will get all these files later. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay, if you come up with questions later, you can just email me. I think if no one has any other question, I will conclude this meeting. And I will send an email with all the files attached that I shared today. And I will also send out the link to the recorded meeting. So thank you for attending this meeting. I will end this meeting unless you have any questions. If you don't have any questions, you may leave this meeting.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.